Yeah, so actually, there were, of course, several adjustments that we had to make, not only in business, but also personally. I'm pretty sure it came as a shock to everybody, even us. So, syempre, we had to take a step back and look at the entire business again and look at it from scratch. Because, syempre, there were things that limited us. There were certain things kasi that really needed to have face-to-face interactions. And of course, with the given situation, we had to adjust and make do with what we have. So on a business level, we had to work very fast. Buti na lang, a few years ago, we already shifted a lot of our systems digitally, and we simplified a lot of things. So when this happened, we were lucky that our e-commerce was set up already. We had a lot of banks who were willing to help us, go digital quick. Although we had already in the past, we just had to expand all the offerings digitally.
Well, on my side, I guess as a father and at the same time CEO of the company, it's quite hard to delineate both. Kasi you were looked up as a father or a big brother sa office, sa company. So parang you have to step up kasi kailangan niya ng staff, ng employees, ng family, no? So the first thing that I thought was you have to have a strong command muna on what's happening. You should know everything muna what's going on, no? Because everybody was caught flat-footed and we got really confused, no? So whether it's personal, it's business, it's relationship, it's health, hygiene, you had to reassess everything first. So once na reassess mo na, then you put it into planning. But what I guess what's more important during that time was you have to show everybody that you know what to do. Kasi if you don't, lalong matataranta yung lahat ng kasama mo. And what they're looking for is maybe a strong leadership or somebody who really doesn't get rattled during this pandemic, no? Kasi wala namang nakapag-ready, wala namang sanay dyan, no? So I guess when we were able to hurdle that first issue, then we went into the planning sessions already. Like, okay, sige, anong direction ang gagawin? Siyempre, the first thing that we thought of was, is our concept still viable? Okay pa ba yung business concept during these times? Okay pa ba siya? Then when we decided na it is, then sabi ko, let's proceed with a different strategy. Same principles, same concepts, but different strategy on how to get it. Then, once pala you're able to plan, it gives you a sense of more confidence, no? In pursuing kung ano yung concept na gusto mo. So, mas nagiging clear kasi pag confused ka, di ba, hindi mo alam yung gagawin, no? You're in a crisis, tataranta ka. Then, I just went back to my old problems, old experiences, okay? When I had big problems also, what did I do? I had to revisit what my way of thinking was. And then nung na-realize ko na it's just one of the problems before na more or less na encounter ko, then sabi ko, we should do well. We should do better soon and eventually. Then pag nagkaroon ka na ng clearer mind, which I think we have a clearer mind now, although doing the business is quite difficult, but at least the mind is not confused anymore. Parang alam mo na kung anong direksyon. So I guess it is very important na once you get into the direction, then you look for new ways, new strategies. Then eventually, you're looking for growth na. Then once na nasa growing stages ka na, then alam mo na nakalagpas ka na dun sa challenging and crisis times. No? So I guess that's how we tackled our initial maybe about 3-month crisis. Okay, we're still tackling it on a day-to-day, but again with a clearer mind and with a clearer direction.
Actually, it's looking very bright for the business because when we shifted the concept from a grab and go drink na shakes before na now bottled that can actually be delivered easily, it really opened a lot of opportunities for us because syempre it's easier to manage in terms of inventory because it's by bottle count. It's also easier to transport right now. When we shifted that 5 years ago, it gave us a lot of opportunities basically. So when this happened, it was just more of how do we re-strategize our business in a way that it will fit the current situation. So actually, we were very surprised because since the ECQ started, a lot of our customers, not just from our usual online customers, but even our loyal customers in stores would reach out to us because they saw the value of the product. So it was just really more of understanding what their needs were, and we really tried to create strategies and formulate ways to serve the customers better. So if it's the payment method, if it's the delivery, ano ba talaga yung gusto ng customer? Do they want it the next day or immediately and things like that? So those are the things that we really tried to work on the past few weeks. Although very difficult kasi maraming limitations and very little workforce. So far, we're doing quite well.
Yeah. What naman I noticed was, again, the health and the wellness factor. No? It always has been my passion as a doctor by discipline. No? So I guess ang nangyari is mas lalong na-enhance ngayon. Because the main protection during these times is really just yourself. It's just your immunity. So no amount of medicine will really save you. But if you have a stronger body, stronger mind, and at the same time, you're disciplined on the wellness side, talagang, I would say you have a stronger chances of not only survival, but stronger chances of even growing. No? So I guess the concept itself was really the answer for certain cases like this. All we needed was really push more buttons and maybe siguro make it easier for the customer. So aside from its real concept, alam mo, ang dami naming realizations nung maraming nagsaradong tindahan, because it also ate up a lot of the income when you have so many stores, no? Parang it's much easier now to do and manufacture from the factory direct to the consumer, and you cut out the middlemen. So what happens is you can play with the product to the consumer in a different manner. Hindi na siya dumadaan sa isang store pa. So these are realizations. And maybe one thing also that, as a person who has been into many crises, I think in every crisis there will really be an opportunity. You just need to look at what it is. Saan ba yon? Based on your situation, based on your concept. Then aside from that, everybody's saying pivot. Pivot, yes, but you cannot pivot very much or far from your business concept. When you pivot, you just change a few things, but your main concept should stay, because I believe that is your strength. So don't take away your strength from yung main concept to the new things. So whatever happens, stay with it pa rin because that is your expertise.
For me, I think it's really maintaining your customers. It's really satisfying what their needs are, and of course, while serving them with the right customer service. Kasi, syempre, I'm pretty sure during the time that ECQ started, everybody was, trying all these health things, wellness, how ang worry namin is it just the first few weeks, first few months? How about in the next few weeks? Will it still be the same mindset? So it's just more of, that's the challenge for us, that it's really not a one-time thing, and that health and wellness should be part of the lifestyle already to really strengthen the immunity. So I think for me, that's just one of the biggest challenges, because from the data that I'm seeing and the analysis of the sales, you really see the behavior of customers, and it's just more of, it's a challenge for us how we can maintain that in the long run.
Ako naman, I think that after this pandemic, again, there will be a lot of realizations. People will look at health, wellness, and fitness not really as a fad anymore, because there can be a second, third, fourth wave. Who knows? Another virus might come up again. I think it's going to have the same solutions. As long as you're healthy, as long as you're strong, as long as you have all your defenses up, I think you should not worry too much. So I think, again, that is the opportunity that I'm looking at, because the awareness, I think, kung nasa scale 1 to 10, before the awareness was about 5 to 6. I think the awareness now, even for the masses and even for the rich, the poor, the young, I think the awareness is now on a scale of 8 to 10. Everybody's looking at buying the vitamins, the supplements. They're going vegan. They're going vegetarian. They exercise every day. They try to sobrang ang awareness. Ang nangyari ngayon, hindi na lang kami ang nagbibigay ng tips on how to be healthy. Everybody's trying to do so, because everybody's trying to care for everybody rin. So I think the awareness level has gone to the peak, to the max. And I think, again, with a little tweaking, with a little more push from the Pure Nectar group, I think we can even do better even after the pandemic. Kasi nga, the awareness is very high.
Of course, since actually they've been helping us ever since we started this concept. Without Filpet, I don't think we would have achieved the perfect look of our packaging, since I was assigned to doing the entire marketing, packaging, labeling of the product. I had a vision for it, and Filpet delivered and executed as we really wished a few years ago. So during the pandemic, of course, there were a lot of uncertainties back in March. We actually tried selling till the first week of ECQ, and then we paused after 2 weeks just because there was a huge difficulty of getting our employees to work due to no transportation and all of that. So even despite all of that, the challenges and the limitations, of course, Filpet was there for us and supplied our need for the bottles. So moving forward, now that we're offering more varieties, not just in the flavors but also the sizes, I think that's something that we can look into moving forward. Ngayon kasi uso-uso na yung mga family packages, party packages. So offering that kind of variety to our customers will probably be the best moving forward.
On my side naman, well, I've known the people behind Filpet for quite some time. So, sabi nga nila, yung true character ng isang tao comes out during crisis. And it wasn't very difficult for us to work with you. And even naman before the crisis, it was very easy, no? But I didn't know that it will just continue, no? In spite of all the issues and problems, parang the service still went on. So it's so good to know. It's so good to ally with somebody, because the bottles, of course, are a key packaging product, no? It's so good to know that whether you're growing or status quo or even startups, you know that you can bank on Filpet. So what I can be assured of now is what more when we start growing back again after a few months. Because we have so many ideas coming up. Maybe we can execute them soon. Whether pandemic or not, they're all executable. More difficult lang nga. But I think having an ally like Filpet will definitely make doing business much easier. For would-be entrepreneurs, okay, sad to hear that yes, the other day I heard there were about 7.3 to 7.5 million na daw ang unemployed. I was able to talk to a few people in the US. The US now has about 38 million unemployed. So roughly, unemployment is about 10 to 12% of the population, which is really very big, and it is very alarming. As a board of director also of franchising can really give you a lot of opportunities, no? But again, with the limited capital that you have, you really have to choose what kind of franchise you should get. For startups, I think same thing that I used to say before, you've got to be passionate with what you're going to get into. It's not always because it's going to give you money. Magkakaroon ng madaming problema, and if you're not passionate or you don't love what you're doing, you'll easily quit. You're easily going to give up, and then you're going to look for another way of making money again. So be sure that whatever endeavor you're going to go into, whether you used to be an employee or you're changing a concept, you used to be an entrepreneur, see to it that you love what you're doing. Then second, for me, first mover advantage is always a big advantage. Meaning, hanapin natin kung ano yung medyo wala pa sa market. Wag tayong masyadong gaya-gaya. Kasi yung nauna na yon, most probably nakapag-isip na ng ilang oras, ilang araw, ilang buwan na Nauna na siya sa'yo Unless na you see really an opportunity wherein kulang na kulang yon, or alam mong marami kang mai-improve doon, then you can go into it. But be sure you love, again, that concept. So, karamihan ng pinakamalalaking negosyo ngayon were born out of crisis. So during crisis, a new solution has to be provided again because of the new situation. You have to watch out for that. You have to keep reading, keep asking around, keep talking to other mentors, keep talking to other entrepreneurs, and see, all of a sudden, you've got a new idea. Then you plan, then you execute.
So you can order Pure Nectar. They're all fresh, 100% cold-pressed fruit and vegetable juices. You can order through our website, www.purenectar.co. That's .co, not .com. And you can also message us on Facebook and Instagram. That's at purenectar.co. We're all excited to hear from you. We're actually more active now responding to customers and their concerns. So for more questions, just send us an email or visit our website.